it ended up being a combust. Like that day ended up being completely totally messed up. Hi guys, it's your girl Ruby. Welcome to my world. In this video I plan to do some form of an exam series, kind of taking you guys like my day preparation for exams, like as much as I possibly can. My preparation, my outfits, how mornings are before an exam, things like that. So I have an exam today, Saturday, by 8 a.m. and it's like some minutes to 7 right now, and I just taken my bath, so I'm about to just go and dress up so I can start heading out. So I'll just show you guys. It's a GSS exam, so like it's GSS exam in my school, CBT. So this is the first one. I have another one next Saturday, so I'm just going to take you guys through it. This may be a two-part series, I don't know yet. It may just be spread across, like, because my exams are really spread. So I haven't seen my timetable for like my main exams, but just for GSS exams. So I'm just going to show you guys how that goes, and yeah. So guys, it's your girl again. I know it's probably been a while since I have spoken to you guys. I started okay, so I'm still thinking about if I should make this like a separate video on its own, or I should continue this as the exam series. So I decided to make some form of an exam series for you guys, taking you guys along my days, like while I'm writing exams, my outfits to school, and just general preparation for exam and such. Yeah, well, things have been so rocky. Things have been so, yeah, upside down, upside down. Like things haven't been going according to plan. It has been way harder for me to pick up the camera. It has been way harder for me to do a sit down, a get ready, a whatever. And I've been way behind on all my schedules. Even when I have videos planned, I've been like proper behind on like just merely uploading them, or like merely making a thumbnail or something. And I knew it was a commitment when I decided to like start up this YouTube channel, or rather when I decided to start uploading these videos, but I may not always be at my 10. Okay, so I just came on here to like give you guys a little lowdown, like about like exam and everything. So this semester I'm doing two GSS courses, and I'm doing one GST course, which is an EDC course. It is called it is an entrepreneurial course, something like that, where you do like you get like a skill, and then you do a skill and things like that. So when I first started this series, the first day of the series was the day I wrote my first GSS for the semester, because usually at my school GSS exams usually start first. So the first GSS exams I wrote was the computer application. I think I had followed you guys. I think you guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think you guys kind of followed me through, but not exactly. Like I only showed you guys like my fit, and that was pretty much it. Because at the end of the day, that day ended up being a combust. Like that day ended up being completely totally messed up. So I couldn't take you guys throughout the rest of the day and all, and yeah, I apologize, but like things like happened, and like things like my filming is, is also attributed to like a lot of other factors. So me actually filming, or me actually getting to film, has other factors backing it up. And I did know that when I decided to start this, but like I didn't think it was going to be that much, or rather I didn't gauge how much it was going to affect. I didn't gauge how much my mood was going to affect. I didn't gauge how much school okay, maybe I did, but like I didn't gauge how much, because my mood affected this a lot, because I can barely pick up the camera if I'm not in like, I may not be, when I pick up the camera, I may not be in like my best mood. I may not be like the most cheery mood, but like I can't pick up the camera when I'm like proper down, that kind of thing. So that was what happened on the GSS day, and probably like other exam days as well. So fast forward after the GSS day, I kept having like classes in between. So like, since I thought it was going to be an exam series, so I was like, okay, there was no need to like film any of that either. My initial plan starting this YouTube was to have like pre-recorded videos, and I knew that these pre-recorded videos could be exhausted, especially if I didn't stay on my legs, like especially if I didn't stay proper consistent. I knew that these pre-recorded videos could probably like get exhausted at some point. So when I film, I like to film like a number of videos that will take me like through like a particular number of weeks and stuff. So that was what I tried to do. That is what I still try to do. I just do a couple of videos that'll take me back some weeks, so that even days where I'm not feeling like picking up the cameras, or days where like I'm like extra busy and I can't work or I can't edit or something, I already have like backup plans. But I mean, life happens. Cool. Fast forward to the next week. Okay, that was a Saturday. So the next week, Wednesday, no, the next week Thursday, I had my EDC exam. So let me just shed some light, a little light on the entire EDC thing. So my EDC exams, my EDC venture was hairdressing, because again, like my YouTube channel is almost like centered around like my ability to style my hair, or my love for styling my hair. So like my YouTube channel is basically like centered around that. So when people were picking EDC stuff because they genuinely wanted to learn, I on the other hand was picking EDC stuff because I felt like I should do something that like I already have like a foundation knowledge on, so that while I'm still like struggling with my college courses, while I'm still struggling with like normal courses, it wouldn't be a struggle for me. To be like, it would be like a walkover, it would be a breeze. So anything I learn would be like extra knowledge on top, knowledge I already know, if you get what I mean. So my options were hairdressing. My options were photography, videography, like in one, photography, videography. My options were other option. I thought of driving at some point, but like I think like for various reasons I feel I just like shut down that option, for like multiple valid reasons, but like I don't want to get into that. I just shut down that option. But like driving is something that I already like, again, have a foundation on, so it wouldn't have been so hard for me to do. I thought of ICT because like ICT is also something I have a foundation on. I just, any other extra thing, I just need to read and like build on the knowledge I already have, and so photography and videography on the other hand, photography firstly is something I already like. Maybe not something I practice a lot, but something I like. But I felt like videography was a little bit more specific to what I like, a little bit more specific to what I do. So videography was like my main option. And when I wanted to get videography, when I wanted to sign up for videography, they said the space was already full. Granted, eventually the space got freed up, but like at that time I had already gone for hairdressing, which wasn't necessarily a bust option, because like those were my top two options. So like it didn't really trigger me or anything. It was just calm. I was like, okay, so I already knew one or two about hairdressing, it's going to be calm, cool. But then EDC, because EDC is supposed to be like an an elective thing or like an extra thing. A lot of normal college classes would clash with like your normal EDC classes, so it was hard tackling the two. So I was proper grateful that like I had chosen something that I kind of knew already. So how the EDC exam went, the classes are usually practical classes. The classes also have theoretical classes where the lecturer will tell you like little things that you may not have known to pick up on as a hairdresser, or like things that you would probably have done but like you wouldn't like take note of it, or like yeah, you wouldn't like take note of it. So those were what the theoretical classes were for. I tried to juggle it with like my college classes. I tried my best to attend a couple of the classes, and then there were practical classes, and it was cool and all was fine and everything. Boom, the day of the EDC exam, where I was supposed to do like, I planned like a whole get ready with me kind of thing, blah blah blah. I didn't plan to stay in school for so long that day because I thought it would just be come to school, do the EDC exam, dip. But like day of EDC exam comes, I'm sick, I'm proper down, like I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling like dressing up. I'm not even feeling like standing up. But obviously I have to go for my exams, so I drag myself up off the bed. I pick up something, I get dressed, I go for my exams. And the exam, I would like to think it went well. It wasn't practical like we thought. It was actually an oral exams. So just putting in what you already put in like practicals, like just saying it out loud kind of. So we went in groups and whatever, and we did that, and I would like to believe that it went well. And that was my second exam that day. Cool. The third day, the third exam, that was a Thursday, right? That was a Thursday. My next exam was that Saturday. It was my second GSS, philosophy and logic. That day was cool. That day actually was not bad. That is the worst part about it. But just the I like to make like foundational videos, if you guys notice. So sometimes I don't just like to pick up the camera and just like film what's going on, film what's going on. I like to like build like a base first. So I didn't start that already. Like I didn't start with get ready. I didn't start with a little intro or like a little talk to let you guys in on the whole gist or whatever. So like I just didn't pick up the camera at all. And even when I got to a place where I could finally now film and I give you guys the foundation, I give you guys this lowdown that I'm giving right now, I just couldn't pick up the camera. And like I said, life happens and unexpected things happen sometimes, and I'm not able to pick up the camera. But again, I'll try to do better. I'll try to stay consistent, stay committed to the process. And that is all for my EDC and GSS exams. So right now we're waiting for our normal general school exams. The entirety of the school has started their exams, but we haven't started because we're still waiting for them to like drop our timetable. This usually happens. We don't usually write exams when like authors are writing. It happens like, it's not surprising or whatever. So we're still having like 1 or 2 classes, so it's not surprising. So we're just waiting, we're just studying, we're just trying to stay steadfast in whatever. So like maybe I'll put out this video and then start the exam series again with when my college exams actually start. So like this is just giving you guys, it's a bit of like a blow by blow, like a bit of everything that has been going on. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, my little yapper session. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.